Okay, by now you should see my simulator screen. So I will just show you now how it works, and we'll start from very beginning. So as you can see, from 3.0 we changed layout, and now Biomedics menu is divided to two parts. On the left part, you have the navigation panel. So home, settings, help, access information. What I would like to do is to point your attention to help, because in help you have user manual. So you don't have to get anywhere out. You don't have to quit the software. Manual is just embedded to simulator. So for example, if you're not sure how to measure velocity, spectral Doppler, you just do Control F, you type velocity, and just by one click, you can read how to measure it. So this is a really useful and great thing. Also, we support you with how-to videos. Yeah, so if you're not sure how to create target cut planes, it's here, okay? So you can just watch this footage and see how to use particular features of Biomedics. So this is how it works. So remember, help part of the left side menu is really important. Yeah. Then let's get back to our main screen. On the right side, we have 4 main panels in 3.2. The first one is new ultrasound session. So nothing has changed. This is how you begin normal patient condition and pathology. There is Learn one. In Learn module, you have training, e-learning, and new eco report. And this is a new thing because this is where you start new eco report. In last versions, you started it just from here. Now it's taken to the new eco report. It's available from the main screen. As you can see also in Learn, we have ICCU. So this is where you will find part of ICCU. So the movie content is available, and the courses with videos are available from here. Now, manage is just for finding your captured videos, captured images, eco reports you saved. So shortly speaking, if you saved something, it will be available in manage menu. And the last thing, which is not new because we have it from 3.0, is setup. Setup is really useful to check status of your probes, of your tracking system, etc. So it's not new, but I'm just pointing I'm just pointing it so you know. Okay, now I will show you the new features now. So let's get to live scan. Oh, sorry. Let's maybe start from pathology. Let's type normal 4, and I will show you our new quality. So we're loading pathology, which is in fact not pathology. It's normal 4 case, which doesn't contain any pathologies. It's healthy patient condition with improved fidelity and quality of heart image. And as you can see, this is how it looks like. Yeah, much more realistic view. And I can tell you it as a paramedic, more realistic heart, more realistic motion. If you look carefully on apical side, it's akinetic, which is very important for cardiologists. This is how they check if they are in long axis. Yeah, so it's moving because it has to move, but the wall thickness never change in apical view. This is how you know we are in long axis, and this is what really should satisfy most of cardiologists. So this is how we check long axis. Okay. Now let's get to another thing. In normal 4, we have more highlighted structures. So if you add anatomy labels and we just zoom in, oh, maybe a bit too much. As you can see, let's try to do it this way. You can see mitral valve, P3, A2, A1. So all commissural and valve parts are highlighted. So it's even more detailed than it was, okay? So this is our new quality for heart, and it's in normal for patient. So this is the first improvement for 3.2 I told you about. We'll just keep this off, and this is what I usually do. When I do demo, I usually keep this one off, because then it just highlights randomly, which doesn't really make sense. Okay, now another feature which we added for 3.2 is in measurement menu, arrows. So if you want to point some structure, you just put arrow here, and you can add text label like test label. Yeah. So this is how you can do it. And you can add as many labels as you want. At any point, you can edit it. So you can move it if you need the screen. The same goes for arrows. You can make it shorter, you can make it longer, you can add arrows, etc. And the very important part of it is that if you put arrow on the right side, you can also see the arrows here on AR screen. So you can just compare. Now, I promised to tell you how to use this feature during your own demo in front of customer. So remember, this is remote learning capability. So this is how you can give your classes in a virtual way, just like I'm doing now. But also, you can tell your customers that they can use it as a PowerPoint presentation builder. So if they want to present something later, it's just enough they prepare their slides, presentation slides here, and they will just take a capture. After taking capture, we can just put caption like class 01 heart. You save, and you can find it later in captures menu, and it's ready to export to external disk, to USB key, and you can put it to PowerPoint. And it goes for videos, it goes for everything. This is how you can prepare your presentation. So this is another of the second feature we added. Now let's get to one of the most important ones, which is NPR. I already showed you NPR, but once again, this is what I wanted to show. So we go to US ultrasound mode. Okay. And as you can see, we have one new button, 3D NPR. So till now, till 3.1, we had 3D, and this is 3D. Okay. We have few versions of 3D, so there is 3D full. Yeah. We can just take a slice of it. Now we have NPR, and NPR means that we have three, like I told you, three planes, which give you finally three-dimensional plane. So this is how it works. Now let's say we scan heart. I will just select heart only. So let's hide everything. And let's leave heart here. Let's do some 4-chamber view, the most standard one, subcostal. Let's freeze it. And as you can see, this is what we have now, one plane. And this is the standard view. Let's take this layout. This is the standard approach for ultrasound. With NPR, you get plane B and plane C. The very big thing and very important thing about it is that you can adjust this view. Okay, so you can change 2 other planes at the time. Okay, which give you different view in three-dimensional presentation. So if we use settings here and we play with threshold, with smoothing, and with cropping, we can see even more structures. Yeah, I will unfreeze and play a bit with it so you can see the idea. But this is how we can use this feature. As I told you, in case your patient already left office, you still can scan the volume and reform or reconstruct the structure you need. So this is very powerful and very important thing. Still, as I showed you, you can add arrows here anywhere you need. Okay, let's edit this one because it's pointing totally wrong way. And of course, it will appear here. We'll just change section. As you can see, the arrow appeared here. So this is a great tool for online presentation, for remote learning, etc. So this is how it works. Very important information that I still haven't told you about is that our 4D works across the whole platform. So it's for cardiac, for abdominal. So let's just make it bigger. So if we want to show liver, the liver is here. I will just change the view a bit. So let's go to full visibility. And let's go to our 3D view. So it's narrow. Okay. So if you want to show another structures in 3D, here we have 2 planes. We can see all structures in body. So intestines, kidneys, everything. Yeah. Of course, at each time. Yeah.
Hi, Eric. You could actually play, if let's say you want to show 3D, 4D in abdominal, you could actually scan through the aorta. So, so let's say you want to do a demo with your customers, and you could go to the aorta. Then you could actually play with the MPR to show the 3 dimensions of the aorta as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So every structure, so very good point, Winnie. Thank you for this. So absolutely, all structures like aorta, like liver, like kidneys are available from here. So this is how it works, yeah. And once again, it works across the whole platform. So this is, and let's change it for US mode, and let's do just different layout. Okay, so this is how we can scan it. You can see heart here. You can see different structures like spleen, like aorta. So this is how it works. And remember, at each time with settings, you can just use threshold and smoothing to show more structures. Yeah, so here you can see ribs. You can see all structures, even intestines. Yeah, so this is how it works, and NPR. Now, the last part is I haven't still mentioned about is remote learning capability. And now, Winnie, can you take over and could we present how our 3D, how our remote learning works?
Eric is trying to request control now. Could you actually accept my control?
Okay.
All right. So, yep, there you go.
Okay. So now when you click on training, okay.
So let's say, Eric, we're trying to make a scenario. Let's say I'm actually based in Malaysia, and Eric is actually based in Poland, and we want to study the same pathologies or kind of like discuss the pathologies together. So what we could actually do is I could actually say to Eric, I take a control right now on your mannequins, and then what I could do is I could actually pull out the pathology.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
let's say, yeah, Eric, you just click on maybe AAA, like AAA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
This one?
this one. Yeah.
Aneurysm, yeah.
Okay. So look. So yeah, so this is actually could increase the interactions between colleagues in different part of area, different part of locations. And besides that, we could actually use all those tools that Eric actually explained just now to do more interaction. So let's say I would say is that Eric, maybe this one is the aorta. So he will know that which one is the aorta and which areas that he needs to focus on. So maybe let's say I would tell Eric that, okay, let's focus on these. And what we could do is we could actually go to point out the ultrasound mode. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
So maybe, yeah. All right. So you click on the NPR. So I'm just trying to show. So what we could do is we could actually go over here and tell Eric that if let's say we could actually measure the aneurysm, all these kind of things together. So let's say we trying to discuss together that Eric, would you mind to, yeah, there you go. So a little bit slow over here. So
yeah. It's just slowing you down a bit.
Yeah. Eric,
but
could
as
you
you can
mind to
see,
click on the measurements, please?
Can you repeat because something happened with sound?
Would you mind to click on the measurement, please?
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
All right. So could you help me to click on the arrow?
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I would tell Eric that, yeah, maybe we could actually measure here.
Okay, so we have arrow.
And yeah, so arrow will actually try to measure.
And caliper, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually kind of like an exercise that we could actually do for remote learning and also remote examination as well. So if let's say you remember about the pathology code, so we could actually do a remote examinations with our students who they are actually besides the mannequins. Yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you very much, Winnie. So this is how. This is how we wanted to show you. Okay, so just to recap, I would like to tell you that we have 4 new features which are improved part quality. Yeah.
Sorry, I will. Sorry to interrupt. Maybe you could actually shows them the new features on the heart anatomy. Remember the 150 intracardiac structure.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. So here we go.
So you go to normal patient 4.
Yeah, let's get to our new pathology. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's load it.
So what Eric showing right now is we actually, so if let's say you're facing HeartWorks specifications, especially on the tender, they always actually use that they do have 130 intracardiac structures to look into cardiac details, those details in the cardiac. So we actually improve our heart templates, and Eric will go on to show you what we have in the cardiac mode. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah. So Winnie, but do you mean the highlighted structures I already showed? Because I'm not sure here what kind of structures you mean. Can you take this over?
The anatomy. Have you showed the anatomy?
Yeah, I think I did already.
Oh, okay.
So just by highlighting, yeah? You mean this? Because I don't want to miss anything.
Oh, no. No. So you click on AR visibility.
Mm-hmm.
You go to AR visibility, and then you go to cardiac mode.
Okay.
Okay. And then you could actually hide all. You try to hide all.
Okay.
Okay. And then you go to AR group.
Which one?
So AR group, which is under the cardiac mode.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
For groups. Yeah. And
Yep.
aorta.
So yeah, you could actually click on aorta.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So over here, you could actually build up the cardiac infrastructures bit by bit. If let's say they want to know more about the anatomy structures in the cardiac.
Okay. So this is how we can present just parts of the heart, because as Winnie mentioned, it's now over 150
intracardiac
heart structures. Yeah. So this is it. Okay, thank you very much for this, Winnie. So
No
same
worries.
goes for coronary arteries and right ventricle, for example. All structures are separated. Okay. So if you want to see pulmonic valve or something, you can deselect or select all, and one by one you can highlight it. And as I already mentioned, remember that in normal 4 we have more highlighted structures. Yeah. So this is it. The last thing before we get to Q&A is, I started with telling you that, but remember that each point you can get to pathologies also. This is what I really don't want to miss. And you can add custom filters. It's not a very new feature, but this is what I would like to tell you before you go to customers, that just by creating filter, and let's say you want to prepare to some classes with your students, you can just click on cardiac, and then you can add few pathologies. You can add it like RX class 01, and this is how you can prepare the folder with classes. So pretty obvious thing, but I really don't want you to forget about it, because it's also very useful to show to your customers. Yeah, so I think this is all from new features I wanted to show you. Now let's get to the third part. I will just stop presenting here.